Why people forgive even when they shouldn't. The psychology of forgiveness and emotional survival. Why do people forgive even when the apology feels empty? Even when the pain hasn't healed? Even when the same person keeps hurting them? Forgiveness is often praised as emotional strength. But sometimes, forgiveness isn't about peace. It's about survival. Today, we're exploring why people forgive even when they shouldn't, what psychology says about it, and how forgiveness can either heal you or quietly harm you. One of the strongest reasons people forgive too easily is the need for emotional safety. Our brains are wired to avoid abandonment. So when someone hurts us, especially someone we're attached to, our nervous system goes into threat mode. Psychologists call this attachment-driven forgiveness. Instead of asking, "Is this person safe for me?" the brain asks, "If I don't forgive, will I lose them?" This is especially common in romantic relationships, family dynamics, long-term friendships. Forgiveness becomes a way to preserve connection, not restore trust. Another powerful reason is trauma bonding. Trauma bonds form when emotional pain is mixed with affection, apologies, or brief moments of kindness. This creates intermittent reinforcement, the same psychological mechanism that makes gambling addictive. Your brain learns, "They hurt me, but sometimes they love me." Each apology releases dopamine. Each moment of relief feels like hope. Forgiveness becomes part of the cycle, not the end of it. Highly empathetic people forgive when they shouldn't because they over-identify with the offender. They think they had a rough childhood. They didn't mean it. They're struggling mentally. This is called empathy override, when understanding someone's pain becomes more important than protecting your own. Psychology shows that empathy without boundaries often leads to emotional exhaustion, chronic self-blame, repeated boundary violations. Compassion turns into self-abandonment. Many people are taught that forgiveness equals virtue. Phrases like, "Be the bigger person," "Holding grudges is unhealthy," "Forgiveness sets you free." These messages can create moral pressure to forgive, even when the harm hasn't been acknowledged. Psychologically, this leads to premature forgiveness, where emotions are bypassed rather than processed. The anger doesn't disappear, it just goes underground, and suppressed emotions often resurface as anxiety, depression, resentment, physical stress symptoms. Some people forgive to avoid discomfort, not because healing has occurred. Forgiveness becomes a conflict avoidance strategy. Psychology links this to people-pleasing behavior, low assertiveness, fear-based attachment styles. The mind chooses short-term peace over long-term emotional safety. But unresolved conflict doesn't vanish, it leaks out in subtle ways. A critical psychological distinction: forgiveness is internal, reconciliation is relational. You can forgive someone emotionally without allowing them continued access to you. Many people confuse the two and believe forgiveness requires rebuilding trust, restoring closeness, ignoring patterns. But psychology is clear. Trust is rebuilt through consistent behavior, not forgiveness alone. Forgiveness is healthy when the harm is acknowledged, accountability exists, boundaries are respected, change is observable. Forgiveness is harmful when behavior repeats. Apologies replace action. You silence your emotions. You feel smaller afterward. Your body often knows before your mind does. If forgiveness leaves you anxious, numb, or resentful, something is unresolved. The most overlooked form of forgiveness is forgiving yourself. Many people forgive others quickly, but punish themselves for staying too long, ignoring red flags, hoping someone would change. Psychology reminds us, you did what you could with the awareness you had. Self-forgiveness restores agency. It's where real healing begins. Forgiveness isn't weakness, but forgiving without boundaries isn't strength either. Real emotional health isn't about how much pain you can endure. It's about how well you protect your peace. So before forgiving again, ask yourself, is this healing or is this survival? Have you ever forgiven someone who didn't change? Share your thoughts in the comment section and share this video with others.